Hi guys, Chris Buckley here, back with the Estate Agent today. Now I am joined by Tom Gilbert of, where are you from, Tom? So, it says on your top, yeah, sort move. There we go. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
We've had a great conversation offline around solicitors, agents, the age-old adage that no one likes each other. How do we get on, right? How do we sort it out? How do we make the process simpler? How do I get my completion money in early? Tell me.
Yeah, well, I think firstly, each side needs to know what the other side does. And I'm not just talking about agents with conveyancers. I think the other way around, I think a conveyancer needs to understand what an estate agent does, first and foremost as well. That is really needed to harness good relationships. But I think what needs to happen first and foremost is certain things occurring much earlier in the process. Agents are very good at racing to the line when it's getting nearer to that time of exchange. What I have experienced both firsthand and now dealing with independent agents is there's a bit of a sluggish start when a sale is first agreed in terms of getting paperwork out and things like that. So the proposition that we've got in place at Sort Move is called Fast Start, and that enables agents to talk about conveyancing when properties are first coming on the market. They can get things like the TA forms, client questionnaire, ID checks which port across to law firms, which is a really important point, and getting all documentation verified electronically signed, all hosted on file. So on the day that a sale is agreed, that can transfer across to the nominated law firms so that they can get contracts out to the other side within 24 working hours. That, done correctly, saves 3 to 4 weeks on sales progression time and gives better assurances to both sides.
So what I'm hearing you say is don't just ping over a memo and forget it, right? Don't hospital pass it over. Get ahead of the game, get your TA1 form. I'm sure there's a company like Sort Move that you can do all that for you. Great plug, I love it. But essentially get yourself 3 or 4 weeks. And we know statistically, and I'm sure you might even give me a stat in a minute, that those 3 or 4 weeks in terms of the likelihood of falling over, have you got any stats there of saying if you follow this process versus the standard agency, just throw it and wait, you're likely to have less fall throughs, or do you have anything there?
Yeah, we monitor our stats on a monthly and quarterly basis. For the rolling 3 months that we've just gone past, sellers that started with Fast Start went from contract pack issue to exchange within an average of 10 weeks versus an average of 14 to 15 weeks where they didn't engage with Fast Start, i.e. the agent sold conveyancing at the point that the sale was being agreed. And throughout my time here and as an agent, so I'm actually talking more now as an agent, as I worked 16 years in high street agency, by doing these things in the right order, in the right time, you can actually halve the risk of transactions falling through, because as I've alluded to already, it's giving better assurances to both sides. Things are happening in the correct time, which means you have happy sellers, you have happy buyers, in the knowledge that actually it's progressing.
Nice. Okay, we've got about 1.5 minutes left. So hit me with another bit of gold.
Well, again, with agency head on, it's equally as important to get buyers doing things in the right time as well to give those assurances to sellers. So when a sale's being agreed and a buyer's thinking, hey, I want this taken off the market now, right, well, let's see some action so that we can convince that seller to take it off the market. And the right level of action would be is, right, we'll employ your conveyancer on day one, but also give them the search monies and get those searches ordered. With products in place that offer buyer protection, which covers them on external expenditure. A certain brand has one of those in place. That gives the buyers the opportunity to get things done straight away, day one. That gives assurances to the seller. And lo and behold, transactions go through quicker, and again reduces the rate of fall through because everybody's happy. If everybody's happy, it will progress and it will cross the line.
Wow, there we go. Like mic drop moment, right?
It certainly is.
Listen, I'm all ears for this stuff. It's so simple, and the old adage of agents, don't do anything, and conveyances, we just need to work together and actually through some simple processes, either use a company like yours or get a simple process in place to make sure that both sides have kicked off agents as soon as they can.
Yeah, that's what I did as an agent. Implement processes and stick to them.
Or go to Sortmove, right? Do it on your behalf.
Or go to somebody that's going to help you with that. Yeah.
on that note, right? Thank you so much for joining me, Tom. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're welcome.
I'll no doubt speak to you soon. And for everyone here at Estate Agents Day, we wish you guys the best of luck.